Hello guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome to this cybersecurity training with Splunk. Alright, my name is Eric from Vathos Technologies and we are working with Splunk, and I'm going to show you something a lot of beginners get confused about, which is the difference between upload and monitor when ingesting data. So we will focus on why monitor is usually the best option for real-time data injection, and I'm going to walk you through on how to set it up step by step so your logs update automatically instead of manually uploading files. Alright, let's get into it. So if you are following us, you know that I have done a lot of videos, I have done two previous videos on Splunk, which you can go to our YouTube channel at Vathos Tech. You can go to our YouTube channel and check these videos, Splunk. Alright, these two videos, so that you stay up. So in case if you are watching this video for the first time, I've taught you guys on how to upload Splunk and how to get your logs, how to create your logs, and even download these logs from a website called Cargo. So I have demonstrated this and how to search your logs and the rest of them. So I've done a lot of videos on this. I've taught a lot of things on this. So just check these two videos so that you can follow us, so that you can join us and flow. All right. So the first thing to do is we are actually in my administrative console, which is my home page in Splunk. So let's start by going to settings. So when you get to settings, you go to data upload. All right. So now this is actually what you are talking about. Now you said or get data in with the following methods. Now I have taught you guys on how to use upload, which we have done a lot of things with this upload. So now we are going to be using monitor. Now quickly let me explain between this upload and monitor so that you understand exactly what they mean. So when we are talking about upload, just think of it like this. Upload is like sending this upload you're seeing here is like sending a photo once to someone. All right, so you choose a file, you send it to Splunk, then the Splunk reads it once, like one time. All right, so if the file changes later, like if the log changes data, the Splunk will not automatically know. This Splunk will not automatically know. So that is why monitor is better than this upload. All right, so you would need to upload it again. So in case you are working with data, maybe you just uploaded the data. If I click on it, you can upload a data, or you can select a file from here. You can select a file. So but after working with that file, if you want to do something on that file again, maybe the next day you want to do something in that place again, you need to re-upload it again. So that is where this monitor comes in. Now monitor is like installing a security camera that keeps watching continuously. This monitor you are seeing here, so Splunk keeps watching the file or folder for new changes. So whatever that changes in that log you are using, it will be automatically changed in Splunk. Alright, but in the case of upload, you will need to re-upload it again to work with that log. So when a new logs are added, Splunk automatically ingests them in real time. That is for monitor, right? So no need to upload it again. Unlike just like upload, you will need to upload it again and again. So that is it. Now let me show you on how to use monitor. Now the first thing to do is to create your folder. So this is my folder, and let me go to my download. This is my download. Now I have downloaded this log from a website called Cargo, which I have showed you guys on how to do that. When you go to cargo.com, so you search for this Linux outlogs. So you download it. I have showed you guys. Just check the previous video and you see how to do that. So this is the file. This is the log we are going to be creating a new folder for. So what I will do, I will go to my disk PC. Just watch me closely. Go to your disk PC and you open your disk and you create a new folder here. You can create a new folder. You click on folder and let's call this folder Splunk. Let's call it Splunk logs. So that should be the name of this folder. So I'm done creating my folder, and now the next thing is to upload this. Sorry, after creating your folder, you need to add the file inside this folder. So let me go and copy this guy. Let me copy this guy and go back to my Splunk. Let me go back to my Splunk. Sorry, you open your Splunk folder you created and you paste this guy here. So as you can see, I've pasted the file here, which is the log. Now let's go back to our Splunk. Now what I will do now is to click on my monitor. So once you click on your monitor, you go to your file and directories. That is where you go, file and directories. So when you go to your file and directories, it will say, you will see something like file or directory. So this is where you browse your the log you want to put. So when you come to this place, you locate where your log file is. So for my own, is in my user. So and it's in this folder. Then I will now go and select it. So where is my Splunk? Alright, so I think this is not the folder, so let's go back and let's go back here. So this is the folder here, which is this guy. So this is the Splunk log. So you just click on it, you click on the file and you click on enter. So this is it. As you can see, it is on continuously monitor, and that is where you're supposed to be. So you go to next. So as you can see, it's telling me that impute it's an impute with the same name already exists. So you don't need to do this, because I've done this before. So I've used this particular file before. So what I'm going to do is to change the name of this file and just add extra something here. So but you don't need to do this, all right? So let me go back and check this guy. So let me just refresh this. Let's go to direct and let me go to Splunk. Okay, so let's hit it. So you just go next. So as you can see, these are the logs, right? These are the logs. So make sure that the source type is CSV, and you can go to next. So just go to next. In this place, when you come to this place, make sure you put it on main. You can put it on main, not compulsory. So you can put your name here. Let me just put Eric. So this you can just leave it like this. You go to next. As you can see, it says continuous monitoring is yes. All right, so the host is Eric and the index is main, and so you just go to next. As you can see, it says file input has been created successfully. So what you now do now is to start your searching, right? So as you can see, this is my searching right now. Alright, quickly, let's just search. You just clean this. Let us search a failed login attempt. So you can just search a failed login attempt. So let's just you can just type on this source equals to, you put all these guys and you just search on failed password. So we want to search a failed login attempt now. So let's search this guy. So as you can see, we have all our failed login attempts in this place. So we have it all in this place. We have it all in this place. So these are all our failed login attempts. So you can actually see the username that was trying to brute force this our system, or you can see, you will see that this is failed, and you can be able to see the time that this thing happens. You see the server. This is the server. This is actually the server that this username was targeting, and using SSH, which is Secure Share Protocol, and the attempt. I think the attempt here is this one actually brute force our system 6 times, and you see the name of the attack here is brute force. Now, let me show you right now the difference between this upload and this monitor. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to change, or I'm going to add extra row to this log. Now to do this is the log file, right? So I want to add an extra row to this log file to see if our Splunk will be able to automatically ingest this log, this extra row we're about to ingest now, we're about to add to this log file. So let us open this thing with Excel, and we are going to add extra log file, extra data to this log file. So let us see what will happen in Splunk. So as you can see, this is the data. As you can see, this is the data, and let me just enlarge this guy. Let me enlarge this guy. And this is the data. The database is actually, let me explain this thing. This is the time stamp, and this is the source IP. The users that we are, the users IP that we are, targeting or trying to log into our databases, and so these are their IPs, and these are the different servers that we are trying to brute force. So this is their username. As you can see, this guy is Anthony, and this one is Aaron, and so on and so on. And this is the service they are using, SS Shell. This one is, there is a lot of it, and the status we have failed and success, failed and success. So this guy succeeded and this guy failed. So it's a lot. So let me quickly add extra log here. So let me quickly add extra log. So let me add to this guy, and let me maybe the same IP address. Maybe we now add .57 instead of 56. Okay, let's just now the web server. Let us just add something like this. Let me add. Let me say YouTube. Let me say YouTube server. Okay, let's say YouTube server is the name of the server that we are forcing. So this guy, let me just use the same thing, and the protocol, let me use TCP, or this server, let me use my name, let me use Vathos Tech is the name of the server they are trying to do. So now this guy, let me put success here. So as you can see, we are adding extra log file or extra data here. So let me put success here. So let me also put 1. This one attempted, or let me just say 100. Let me say 100. This guy attempted to force us 100 times. So let me just put the same thing here. Let me just put the same thing, and so as you can see, I have added extra 1 row to this log file now. So let me go to save, and let me just save this guy. It will say, do you want to keep using this format? Let me say yes. Now let me cancel this. As you can see, we have successfully added extra 1 row to this log file. So let me go back to Splunk. You see that Splunk will automatically update this data or this log file. So it will automatically update it. Now let us search it. Remember, I added extra things. I added Vathos Tech. So I can search with Vathos Tech. Let me just search with Vathos Tech and see. Okay, first of all, let us refresh this guy first. You first of all refresh your Splunk. So refresh this first, then okay. Then you can now search. It. TCP. Remember, I use TCP. So as you can see, what I actually used there is Vathos Web, not Vathos Tech. That was why we could not search it. So as you can see, I searched with TCP, and I am able to find that extra rule I added to that data. So this is how your Splunk keep monitoring the log file from your folder. Alright, so this is why the monitor is always better than the upload. If this is upload, you need to re-upload it again over and over again whenever you want to work it. So this is why the monitor is better than upload. Alright, so let us use let me also search with Vathos Web, which is what we actually did there as our web server. Vathos web, right? So let me do that. So you can see that here, right? Vathos web. Okay. So let me search with it. As you can see, it's the same thing. You're going to return the same role. All right. So this is how to use this guy. All right, guys. So that is how this is the difference between upload and monitor. As you can see, our Splunk was able to automatically updated this log file, so you don't need to re-upload it again. All right, so that's it. That's how you can use monitor feature in Splunk instead of upload for continuous data ingestion or upload. All right, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on YouTube. Click on the notification bell on the YouTube so that you get a notification once we upload a real cybersecurity training like this. All right, thank you and see you in the next one.